part 30 of reading all of the Penguin Modern box set books and giving each of them a 1 to 5 star rating. Number 30 was John Berger's The Red Tenda of Bologna. This is a red tenda, by the way. I have never heard of this term before, but this is what it is. Bologna, by the way, is a city in Italy. On average, these books are about 50 pages long, but as you can tell, this one's probably about 20 pages long. It's a tribute to John Berger's Uncle Edgar, but also Bologna, and just a celebration of humanity. Ever since reading The Neapolitan Quartet by Elena Ferrante, I think I've become a bit biased towards Italian literature or anything with Italian references. I saw the word piazza in this and it immediately brought me back to Piazza dei Martiri. If I had to sum this up, it's a bunch of teeny tiny little vignettes and it is just vibes. Very pretty and wholesome. It's like a little trip through Bologna and some anecdotes and memories. I highlighted this little bit to read, but it says, "Whenever I stood beside him, Uncle Edgar, in the figurative or physical sense, I felt reassured. Time will tell, he used to say, and he said this in such a way that I assumed time would tell what we'd both finally be glad to hear." That bit is super nostalgic to me because when I was a kid, if my dad wanted to say no to something, instead he would tell me we shall see. It was his way of getting around saying no. In this part, he talks about his Uncle Edgar and how he'd go to say goodnight to him sometimes and Uncle Edgar would be reading a book. He says how he basically learned how printed works when read can create something visual for some people, and I just found that really sweet. I think this is the perfect little book if you're commuting, something that you can start and stop at any point and it doesn't really mess up the story. For that reason, I will give it a 4.5. Next book is number 31, The Gigolo by Françoise Sagan, but I've already read it and it's a 5 out of 5. I'll tell you about it later. Bye!